Oh, whoop. I keep doing that. Hello, everyone. I'm Metis Balaska, and welcome to the stream. So, last time, we made it to Taka Pass. We finished the first dungeon. We made it to Taka Pass. And now we are in the village of Fusei, where we are charged to look for the dog warriors, as for Princess Fusei. The village may not be called Fusei. I may be wrong on that. I can't remember. But yeah, now our search has extended to places we've been before. So without further ado, let us get to the stream. Let us get to the game. Kusa. That's the name of the village, Kusa. Yeah, so... yeah, we need to go to those 4 places. Now, if I recall, that's the Sparrow Inn over there. For which we can't do anything about right now because we need a particular power. Some meat. All right, I gotta. I can't do that. I can't just slice those guys. Yeah, my funds are hurting, so I want to get into a reasonable amount of battles at currently. Oh no, that's meat. The ones I got, the one I got before was seeds. You can continue to do the mini game with the moles, but we're not going to do that. But we can't talk to this guy. Well, I can't keep hanging around and here. I can't keep hanging around here. Time I was off. But I need to get a hold of one of the pinwheels from Kusa Village. If I don't take one back for my wife, she'll give me a wallop. But I've been too scared after hearing those terrifying growls. I don't know which is worse, those growls or my wife angry. Wait a minute, isn't that one of the pinwheels you've got there? Did you buy that for me? Thanks, Pooch, you saved my life. Now I don't have to worry about my wife giving me a wallop. Oh dear. Oh, it's you again. Hey, have you seen my dog, Ume? He's always with me when I'm fishing. He disappeared while I wasn't looking. You don't think he could have fallen into that deep abyss, do you? Ah, darn it. The water in the deep abyss has always been a bit murky. But today you can barely see into it, and the surface is all ripply. My fisherman's intuition tells me the legendary fish has awoken. That people call it Whopper. They say it swallowed the moon reflected on the water's surface. You don't think Whopper swallowed up Ume too, do you? Well, I can't find him alone. Maybe I'll go talk to that lady who's visiting Hitoshio Spring. Ha! Child play now. Please excuse the barking in the background. My dog's going nuts for some reason. Man, remember when these guys took like 100 hits? Ooh. Treasure. Darn it. I hit him after he was dead, so my hit didn't, so my breaststroke is null and void. The minimum is 200. Oh, there's another one over there. Steal soul sake temporarily increases defense. It's supposed to be another bowl for Sleepy around here. I don't remember exactly where it is. I said I would do it later, but I wanted to do it while it was night. Oh, there will be plenty of time to do it later. The water here is so lovely and cool. Now time to get to work. Here's the barrel. Why looky here, it's Kushi. What you up to here, sweetie? Oh, it's you, Snowy and Isun. I'm here making preparations for the annual Kumiki Festival. I come to get the water for the holy sake we offer to the gods. People say that the water here or at Hotoshio Spring has divine powers. We always mix it with the holy sake we use for the festival. That way we can make 8 purification sake. Well, hold it right there, sister. 8 purification sake? You mean the sake, you mean the sacred drink of ancient legend? That's right, it goes back to the legend of Nagi and Shiranui. It was the miraculous sake that they used to defeat Orochi. That is actually canon. That is actually canon to the myth, by the way. Apparently, they got the beast drunk and cut off his heads. Yes, that is actually what happened. It certainly smells strong enough to intoxicate anything. Cool. I don't know if the legend's really true or not. But we offer sake to the gods at festival time and to pray for peace. By the way, sweetie, I was wondering, you plan on filling this barrel with water? That's right, we need enough for all the villagers. So I have to fill this barrel to the brim. How are we gonna fill such a big barrel with water? And even if you can, how are you gonna carry it back to the village? That's a good point. I hadn't thought enough of that because Asano usually takes care of it. Does he now? He can handle the barrel as if it were as light as a feather. There's no way I can manage on my own, though. How silly of me not to think this through. I wonder how I'm going to get the spring water into the barrel. Silly girl. Yeah, so there's a power I need to get. There's a power I need to get still. Maybe I do need to get the Sparrow Leader's daughter back first. Oh yeah, I believe I do. So this is a goof on my part, and I'll see if I can find the I have to wait for nighttime and see if and I'll see where the bowl is. Once nighttime hits, I'll just leave it be for the time being. I believe this one was a giant walnut. I forget how many there are. I think there's like 2 or 3. Again, that's something I can't take care of right now. Wasn't it near the ruins? Oh, I haven't fed you guys yet. Why can't I remember where it is? Wait, I saw something else to feed. Were they birds and I just scared them off? Hmm. Well, night's about to fall, so I might as well, I might as well set myself up. Basically, the first dog gives Taka Pass, and we work our way backwards. That's what I just remembered. Because it's impossible to do it otherwise. Darn it! There's the Cutter House. Oh. Yes, that's exactly what we need. Tombstones out here? Doesn't look like anyone even visits. It's kind of sad. Hey, what are you doing back here again, Mutt? You got some nerve coming into people's houses like this. You wouldn't even make a decent snack, you scrawny mongrel. My husband's caught a nice tasty beat for us to feast on anyway. When it's finally stopped tweeting, we can dig in. I can hardly wait. The moon's very bright again tonight, isn't it? Moonlight can be a real nuisance for us, you know. It seems to give us strange powers and make us show our true colors. So to make it hard it makes it hard to keep up the pretense of normal life. And we get so hungry on nights like that too. Right, I gotta bomb the roof. Yeah, there's the patchwork that they did. And now... Ah, you saw me, you saw me! Where'd that shadow come from? It ain't human, whatever it is. So you saw me. Now I'm going to kill you. I'm going to eat you all up. Bring it on, you spooks. Come on, come out and fight. Why, hello there. Well, looky here. Sure. Oh, it was awful being locked away by those monsters. I feel so wonderful to be free again. Thanks so much, doggy. Here, let me pet you. My name's Chun, precious flower of the Sparrow Inn. Flower of Sasa Santuary, Chun. Is this the girl the boss of the Sparrow Inn was looking for? I better get home, otherwise Pop will be worried about me. But if I go alone, those monsters might catch me again. Would you come with me back to Sasa Sanctuary, doggy? Bah, this brat's a handful. Oh well, let's hang with her for a little bit. Stupid! Why, you little... Come on, doggy, let's go. Yeah, you don't have to worry about her going on ahead of you. What a nasty smell. What the heck does that spooky couple eat? Yeah, so she basically points you to, she's basically there to point you to to Sasa Sanctuary if you haven't found it yet. Yeah, now those things are regular enemies. I'd rather quickly gain my money back. Can I get a bounty? I think this guy had something to say now that she's with you. Hey! Where are you going with that young sparrow girl? Wait, that means Sasa Sanctuary really does exist. Oh, I want to go there. I want to go to the sanctuary. Emmy, isn't this the place that Mr. Bamboo mentioned? He said he couldn't get any bamboo to make him to make his bamboo wear. Hey, chirp! Hey, you, Scruffy, what are you doing in Sasa Sanctuary? The whole sparrow tribe is on high alert at the moment. No one gets through this gate until the boss's daughter is found. Huh? Chun? Hi, I'm back! Chun, are you okay? Boss, she's back! Chun's back! Pop! I'm sorry, Pop, I won't go out on my own again. Oh! The boss is delighted! You sure about that? This white dog you saved me, Pop. You'll give him something to thank him, won't you? The boss has accepted you. You're lucky. Okay then, we better come, you better come inside. And I somehow missed this. Just as I got the stray bee to turn to day. Can I cut this? Yeah, I can. Didn't do anything for me. That's another month than the red. It's bad enough not having any guests, but closing the place? Sometimes you get things behind those. You just have to kind of forgive me as I, not what in the, which ones have what. I don't have the memory capable. Whoa, now there are wolves serving here? Yep, this sure is a strange inn, but the food is just great. Maybe I'm dreaming. I mean, an inn run by sparrows? Luxurious and hearty meat fills astral pouch. Oh yeah, you can actually grab his food. When I was a kid, I helped an injured sparrow once. Now I feel like I'm being rewarded for it or something. I can't help thinking I'm getting extra special service somehow. It's him! It's gotta be him! Yeah, she's the sparrow she helped. Sasa rice? Rice prepared grain by grain, fills astro pouch. Sasa fish. Fish roasted to perfection. Sasa crab. Crab showcase dish showcasing a whole crab. Sasa hot potch. Marinated and simmering vegetables. Sasa dumplings. Prepared with the utmost care. Yeah, so that's a nice story. That guy who's obviously from the forest rescued a sparrow once, and he found his way here, and she's personally waiting on him. Boop. Stray bead. Well, I sure ended up in a funny place this time. Maybe the guards are telling me to rest? I have been working hard. But a trader never rests. That's the salesman's curse. So if you need, if you've been sent by to buy something, pup, take a look. Anything else you got for me? Nothing exactly special, and I'm good at on healing items for now. Sasa egg rolls, flavored egg dish. Sasa cake, delicious cake bursting with beans. Sasa fruit, tiny yet full of flavor. There's a board game here, but it doesn't look like it has been used. Yeah, that's a particular game called Go. I know nothing about it though. I don't even know the full game, the full name. I guess I ran past this room. Aha, my old friend, the White Wolf. I heard there was a good inn here, so I came to take a look. And it really is a fine place, isn't it? We've been waiting for you. You did a great job finding Chun. We want to thank you too. When I told Pop about everything you did, he was really surprised. Weren't you, Pop? Uh-oh. The boss is very impressed with you. We want to give you everything in these baskets as a reward. You can rest at the inn down below. And the hot spring behind the inn is great for relaxing. Always nice to have more healing items. So I think at this point, medium would serve me better. Wooden bear. Dragonfly bead. Traveler's charm. Glass beads. Steel soul sake.